I'm 57 years old and I have no friends. For some of you, that's shocking. You couldn't imagine your life without friends involved in your life. Going out to dinner, going on vacation, texting and talking on the phone. But I gotta say, for me, it's totally different. For many years, I did have friends. But I also, over the years, came to the conclusion there are two types of friends. Friends that actually make deposits in your life, and friends that make withdrawals from your life. And for me, that friend that made the withdrawals was overwhelming. And I just decided at some point there has to be another way. So about 5 years ago, I decided to quit my corporate job. And in that corporate job, I was surrounded by people every day because I worked in a, corporate setting, and I was interacting with clients every day. I was interacting with coworkers every day. And in all intents and purposes, I considered all of those people friends. But what I found was when I would get home at night, I would be completely mentally and physically drained. And I said to myself, there has to be another way. So I decided to start my own business, a financial consulting business. Because my prior life, I was a banker. So I knew something about money. I knew how to invest money. I knew how to grow wealth. And I decided, perhaps I'll start helping people through a YouTube channel, making little videos and sharing my experiences about making wealth. So that's what I did. Now, some of you might think, God, this guy must be exceptionally lonely. Well, guys, I'm not lonely. I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. And let me share with you the difference. Being alone is a physical state of solitude, while loneliness is an emotional state of feeling isolated and disconnected, even when surrounded by others. You can be alone without feeling lonely, and you can feel lonely even when you're not physically alone. So that's the difference. And I started thinking about that. I said, since I was about 10 years old, I always had this inner voice that said, hey man, wouldn't it be nice to just be able to be alone? Not lonely, but alone. And for like 50 years, I just continued to think about that. And like I said, 5 years ago, I decided to test that out. Completely have no friends. And to isolate myself 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year alone. And I gotta tell you guys, 5 years later, I feel amazing. I feel amazing. Now, do I have acquaintances? Yes, but I keep it surface. Remember, in my opinion, in my experience, you got two types of people. They're either gonna make deposits in your life or they're gonna make withdrawals. And I would say in my lifetime, in my experience with friends, I've had more people make withdrawals than deposits. And I think that's human nature. Most people are self-centered. Most people worry about them. They very rarely worry about you. At least that's my experience. You guys may have a different experience, so drop it down in the comment box. But 57 years old, and I spend 99% of my time alone because I choose to be alone. To me, it's something very, very liberating about being able to create a life for yourself that doesn't include friends. I still have family. I have daughters who are the world to me. But when I talk about friends, I don't really have any friends anymore. I've created a life that I can find purpose and value in, and I'm 100% fulfilled. The question you got to ask yourself is, are you 100% fulfilled in your life? Do you require other people around you to make you happy? Are you the type of person that takes withdrawals with very little deposits? I'm 57 years old and I'm alone. I have no friends, but I am the happiest I've ever been in my life. When I wake up in the morning, what's my objective for the day? My objective for the day is to help people through my YouTube channel and through making content. That's my way of making a deposit every day in someone's life. My goal when I wake up in the morning is not to make withdrawals, only to make deposits. So I create this content on my YouTube channel. I create this content on my Instagram page and my TikTok page and my Facebook pages, sharing my experience about building wealth and helping people get to financial freedom, which in turn will give them some level of financial independence in their life. That's what makes me happy. Do I go out? Yes, occasionally. I go out to restaurants. And here's the interesting thing. With this new lifestyle that I have of having no friends, when I go to a restaurant, 99% of the time I just sit at the bar. And I can choose to engage or not engage. And most times I do engage on a surface level, typically with the bartender. I never really engage with other patrons of the restaurant around the bar, because that's where people start making withdrawals. I've learned I don't engage with people around the bar that are just patrons. What I do, I will engage with the bartenders, because see, the bartenders know their job there is not to make withdrawals. Their job is to make deposits. They listen, they smile, they ask you how your day was, right? They offer up a joke or something funny, because their job is to make deposits. The rest of those people around the bar who are just sitting there having a drink or they're eating, they're looking for a withdrawal. Now, that's just my opinion, guys. You may feel differently. But I love my life. I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. And that's the key. And I plan on living the rest of my life this way. Listen, man, I can only share with you my journey. And my journey so far has been, over these last 5 years, so enlightening. I've met so many people through my company, RF Financial Consulting, and doing these videos online, and my financial community on Patreon. We got a couple thousand people in our financial community from all around the world. And my goal every day is to make a deposit in their life through financial literacy, through talking about investing in assets that build wealth and create passive income. That's my life now, and I love it. I also love having the power and the ability to be happy by myself, alone. That's true happiness, guys, in my opinion. True happiness is when you are in a solitary situation, and you still get up every day and you're productive, you got a smile on your face, and you're making deposits in someone else's life. That's true happiness, in my opinion. And I have that true happiness, and I thank God for it. Drop me some comments. Let me know what you guys think about my story of being 57 years old and having no friends, being alone, but not lonely, making it my mission every single day to make deposits in someone's life through financial literacy. Love to get your feedback on that, so drop it down in the comment box. I also want to let you guys know about 3 special links down in the description box. The first one is going to be a Moo brokerage link. The good folks at Moo are offering you some Nvidia stock. Now, Nvidia, if you go out and do your research, is the world's most valuable company by market cap. The Moo folks are going to give you some Nvidia stock if you decide to open up a new Moo brokerage account. All the details are in the first link below. Second link is going to be the Wealth Builders Financial Community on Patreon. That's where I'm at every day making deposits. So if you're one of these people that is looking for a financial community that can help and assist you in building wealth, not because we're experts, but because we're 2,000 people that are looking to make deposits into other people's lives, come check out the Wealth Builders. Second link, it'll take you over to Patreon, and then sign up and come join us. And then the last link is my website, which is the Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor website. I have 10 digital products, financial digital products, that could help make a deposit in your life, help you with your financial literacy, get your financial literacy game up. If you want to check that out, click on that third link. It'll take you over to the website. Well, thank you guys for stopping by the channel. And if you're stopping by for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. You can see it in your mind. You can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.